Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I thought I would do a snippets video today, show you little bits and pieces of what I'm going to be doing all day long. I'm going to give you a little bit of behind the scenes look as to what I do for my fabric sales. Things are a little bit different right now because I'm moving. In case you don't know, I have a whole series. The playlist link is down below, moving from Maine to Mississippi. So I'm on a mission to clear out all the fabric that I currently have, specifically all the boxes that you see whenever I show you the boxes on my mother's side of this house, which was the addition I had built for her. Right now I'm having my flash sales for my exclusive shoppers daily. It's just ongoing. I try to do what I can and I try to add some new things every day. And I'm working on these remnants. Now these are gold to me normally. These particular prints were 2 different sets of 8 half yards. And when I get to the end and I can no longer cut half yards out of all of them, then they're my remnants. And I normally use these to create squares, 5-inch squares, 2-inch squares, jelly roll strips, 3.5-inch squares. I just love using them for that. But right now I don't have time to do all that cutting. I just don't. So I'm sacrificing this beautiful pile of remnants, and I'm just selling them to my exclusive shoppers as remnants, and I do sell my remnants at a lower price per yard than if they were just buying actual yardage. I just measured all these, and I'm going to do a stack now of grays. I can't remember how many there are in here, but we will find out. And then what I do is I just take something out of my trash, my recycling, and I'm going to use that to keep track of how many inches we have, and then when I know how many inches total, I just figure out how many yards that would equal, and that's and then I have to take pictures, and then I have to list it. I have to create the listing and then put it on my sale, and then let my peeps know that I have something new for them. So I'm going to try to get a few things ready, and then I'll let them know that I have new stuff and they can start ordering. And I'm hoping that I can move a lot of stuff this weekend because I still have a lot of fabric and I need to get rid of it. I do not want to be bringing a lot of fabric with me, and so let's just go. So what I do is I just take one, and I know these are all full width. Let me back you up a little bit. I know these are all full width because, I was using yardage, and I just put it on the 0 line, and then I just look and see, and it's cut crooked. I see that we can get a full 10 inches out of this one, and I actually move it almost to the edge of my mat, so it's pretty much 10.5, but I go with 10, and I just jot that down. Okay, 1 is done. And I'm just going to do that to the whole pile. This ended up being 254 inches, so it's 7 yards, just a tiny hair over, plus a little bit more because I round down, so I want to be on the generous side. And now I'm going to set it up and take pictures. It's a long time later. I keep getting sidetracked. Phone calls, other things. I took the pictures of those 2 lots of remnants that I showed you, and I'm going to show them to you, screenshots of what it looks like on my blog. I don't have a very good way to do that, so I'm just breaking it up, but you'll see what my exclusive shoppers see. You can read it, you can pause if you need to, and okay, so just look at that. Not sure if you noticed, but I also give them the non-exclusive price, meaning if it doesn't sell and it makes it to eBay, or sometimes I'll just sell at the higher price on my blog for the public, it gives them a chance to know, well, if I don't get it right now and I want it later, if it's still available, this is how much I'll pay. And but I'm telling you, these remnants are not going to make it to eBay or to my, you know, blog. It's not going to make it to the public. Let's just put it that way. But I always include the two prices, and it also helps me when stuff does get moved over to eBay. I don't have to figure out the higher price, because I have, you know me, I have like a whole list of prices, and so that I don't have to try to figure out every time I list something how much it's going to be. Now I'm going to show you some screenshots of everything that has sold so far this week. Again, I'm doing things a little bit differently. I usually have like weekend sales, but right now it's 24/7. The things you see, some of them are one item each, you know, because like remnants, I obviously have just one of those, and there's some other things that I'm selling that is just one of. Normally, I have a lot of sets of each item, and I do in this case too, things like the fat quarters or whatever. I can have as many as 12, sometimes even more, but 12 is usually the max. And I don't really want more than that, because you can imagine if I have 10 items and there's 12 or even 5 of some and 8 of some and 12 of others, if one person were to buy just one item, you know, that's a lot of possibilities of a lot of packages. I do count on my exclusive shoppers to buy multiples. Most of them do, some don't, but that's okay. It all works out. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is all the stuff that I sold just this week. Actually, the first screenshot will be what's available at the moment that I'm recording, and then underneath you'll see all the sold out stuff. That was more than I thought. I'm glad I went through that, because I didn't realize. And like I said, those fat quarters, oh, fossil fern, those are so awesome. I ordered a whole bunch. They sold out like almost immediately. And then I ordered a whole bunch more. And I do believe that they are all sold out again. So anyway, you can see that I sell a lot of fabric and a lot of sets of many of those. Now, my peeps are waiting. I gave them a heads up that I'd have 2 lots of remnants, and then I made them wait much longer than I wanted to. I'm going to list them right now, let them know, and then I'll be back with something else. Derek sent me some pictures of my apartment, just the outside. I'm not going to show you the one that's, you know, showing you my door. I'm going to try to be a little bit more private from now on, but I will show you what I will be looking at when I walk out my door, the view. And I noticed the playground. He talked about a playground, because I asked him, how far am I from you? And he says about a 2-minute walk. And he says, actually, if we cut through the playground area, 1 minute. And when I saw the picture, I didn't notice the playground, but I think you'll see it when I put it on my video editor. I could see the playground, so I'll be swinging. Not quite. I probably will. Just kidding. I would love to swing. I love swinging. I wish I had an adult swing that could hold me, and I would just be on that all the time. So I'm showing you the picture of like the playground area, and then more to the right is the parking lot area, and I really like that there's a lot of grass between my apartment and the cars. It's not like, you know, like when you're at a hotel and cars are just parked right up against the building practically. So that's all super cool. And then I'm showing you a picture from the website of the pool and also the workout room, which, believe it or not, I may visit every now and then. I like stuff like that, but I don't like it to be a hassle. I don't want to have to drive far and, you know, things like that. So we'll see. Very anxious. When I'm there, obviously, I'll do, you know, an apartment tour of the inside, probably when it's empty, and then when it's got my 4 pieces of furniture in it. Okay, just look at the pictures. It is so humid. I'm about to show you my lunch, so if you don't want to see a shitload of meat in a pie plate, close your eyes and leave them closed until I say you can open your eyes. This is going to be my very late lunch. I cooked it all. I always do. I slice it and cook it with some butter in a frying pan, and I like it, you know, rare to medium rare. I always put everything in my plate. I eat as much as I feel like eating. Whatever is left over, I will eat later today. This is what's left. I will bag that and eat it cold later. I just pulled another roast out for tomorrow, and since that is on the small side, I also grabbed a steak. I put those in this container, and there's a little bit of newspaper there, and I leave them on the counter for a little bit just to give them a head start and let them thaw, and then I just put that in the refrigerator and they'll be ready for me tomorrow. You can open your eyes. I am like falling behind, seriously falling behind today. I thought doing a little snippets video would work out well, but I'm spending way too much time on it and not enough time on anything else. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I will just keep recording whatever I can, doing the best that I can, and do remember, things will not ever go back to normal until I have moved to Mississippi and I am actually settled and ready to get back to work. I will definitely have stuff on a regular basis, just not exactly sure what yet, but I'm excited to get to that point. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oh, go watch Derek's video. I haven't watched it yet. He was a mascot for a radio station in a big suit, and I used to go see him do that. It was fun. Bye.